Guys, welcome back to another episode of Movie Meltdown. We were filming the space episode and now I'm in space. I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. I'm lost and nobody's here to help me. What is that over there? What is that? Oh no! It's a killer clown in outer space!
Kill you!
No! Welcome to the space episode of Movie Meltdown.
Space!
Guys, my name's Doug.
Space!
Space!
Jamie, get in here!
Come here, Jamie.
Space!
Incredible.
Okay.
All right.
Hot diggity space!
So, my name's Doug. This is...
Space Eddie. Space
That's
Eddie!
Space Eddie. I'm Space Doug. That's Space.
Space James.
Space James. And we're talking about SpaceBalls to start the episode.
SpaceBalls.
SpaceBalls.
My favorite sport.
Let me get some general thoughts, guys.
I didn't get it when I watched it as a kid, and then when I started to get the jokes, I didn't love it, but I liked it.
Okay. All right.
What do you
James?
think now?
I think it's good.
I think it's
He's
pretty
alright.
great.
Yeah?
I really like Spaceballs.
Personally, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
worse than I remember.
Yeah.
It's worse.
I mean, it
Like,
has
you
some
start to
of the
understand all of the jokes. You're not just laughing because haha. it's
Yeah,
an
haha,
adult
funny joke, adult
Yeah.
joke. So in terms of parodies, how does this one rank up for you guys? Like,
That's a
compared
good
to
question.
Third.
Fifth.
One.
I think it does a lot of things really effectively. I feel like it falls just above Austin Powers in the
Okay.
sense of like some of the jokes are a little played out and very childish.
As in, it's better
That's-
than Austin Powers.
Yeah.
That's pretty high praise.
Yeah, a lot of people love Austin Powers.
Austin Powers is
I
very
like
highly.
Austin Powers. I like this too. I think they're both really.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
If you like it, you like it.
No,
Not my opinion.
You don't
but
like
it's all right.
Spaceballs?
I don't think it's one of the best.
No, it's good. It's fine.
I mean, Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
Mel
I
Brooks
think
is
some
funny.
of
He's a
some of
funny
the
guy.
jokes they like overplay a little bit too much.
yeah. I like that they stick with it though. Like they're like, this is gonna be stupid,
Yes.
Yeah.
and they stay stupid the
100%.
whole time.
Yeah.
They don't try to get you to take it serious.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I think are done really effective as a parody. Like when I was a kid, I was really scared of Garth. Right? Is that
Barf.
his name?
Barf.
Barf. Even worse. Garth is Wayne's World.
Yeah.
But it's the makeup on it is just like so simple, but
Yeah.
like just disturbing. I love John
Yeah.
Candy, but it's
I love John Candy, but I don't like Barf.
and I love
whatsoever.
Rick Moranis.
I can't breathe in this thing.
So
I love
it
the
was
Schwartz.
the
though.
Schwartz.
The Schwartz is
I
super
love
cool.
the Schwartz.
Love the Schwartz.
I did kind of think the whole thing with the Schwartz and I don't remember what his name is in the movie.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Yogurt's layer and everything was pretty awesome, but I started to realize that a lot of it seemed a lot like The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it definitely had some
That's
Wizard
like a
of
lot
Oz.
of stories. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Very Wizard of Oz.
It's like a lot of stories.
A lot of stories are the Wizard of Oz,
Dude,
guys.
that is
there's this
true.
thing called the
Heard it here
monomyth.
first.
It's crazy.
Who's?
Monomyth?
Yeah, it's a whole
Yeah, we'll
thing.
put
It's
it
a whole
on.
thing. So, casting was cool.
Casting is great.
I do
Dude.
like that Lone Star is kind of Luke and Han Solo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you know George Lucas's one rule going into this movie was
Yeah.
that Lone Star could not be dressed like Han Solo, so Mel Brooks made him dress like Indiana Jones.
I
Isn't
did know
that
that,
great?
but it doesn't sound as fun to the camera if we didn't know that. So I'm gonna be like,
What?
whoa, really?
What?
I'm hearing this information for the first time.
Whoa! That is wild. What? I love that George Lucas.
Oh, that George Lucas, what a silly guy.
I seriously think the cast in this movie is great.
Good
I
cast.
love- I
Joan
love
Rivers,
Rick
right?
Moranis.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was, but I never verified it.
I got no clue. Does it say? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It says right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry, we're staring
Rick
at the
Moranis,
poster.
yeah. Rick Moranis, I think, is great.
It's just like
He's
one of
always
those-
Yeah, I
good.
love Rick
It's just one of those
Moranis.
like classic, just like I watched this movie when I was a kid,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of like you throw it on, and it's classic '80s, right? Is
Yeah.
this '80s?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta,
gotta be
be
80s.
I think 80s.
I don't know what year it came
I think
out,
it's
but it
89.
feels like '80s. Great,
Right.
Jamie.
Checking that.
That's all you, kid. So I think that it really is slow to start out. It picks up in like towards the
87.
climax. The climax I like, and then the ending is also bad.
Ending
No,
gets
but
boring.
the best thing about the ending is the gas station,
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
good.
which is honestly I think one of my favorite parts of the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to the desert.
The desert's okay. I really like the final showdown between Lone Star and
Dude.
Dark Helmet.
Yeah.
Dark Helmet?
Dark Helmet.
It's just really iconic.
Yeah.
I like the part where he says he's surrounded by assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's a great. I thought that's a great joke.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yeah.
I mean, just
They played that one up well.
seeing him stomp around, it's like perfect casting, seeing him stomp around in the big stupid helmet.
Yeah. And
just
he's
like-
so short too. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I like it.
All right. So you can watch this on Max.
Yeah,
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
How to find out.
Somewhere. Let's give it our thumbs rating, guys.
Oh, well, I'll do a little.
Okay,
a
ready?
little high.
3,
2,
2, 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I got two in the middle.
I got 2 in the middle.
I got one up.
He's got one up, one down.
It's
I
good.
feel like that's fair.
You can watch it. You can enjoy yourself
Yeah.
and have a good old day.
Yeah.
All right. Next, on to Office Space.
Welcome back. This is Office Space. I'm here with Space Eddie and Office Jack.
Hello, my name is Office
Welcome to
Jack.
the Couch Office Jack. We're very
Office
serious
Jack.
here.
Pleasure to meet you, good sir.
It's good to see you.
What
here.
even nose ring when you work in the office?
He's
Well,
in
if
space.
anything, you're
I'm
in
in
space.
space.
He's a
so-
space
In
guy.
space.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
it's acceptable.
Office Space. I know we have some controversial opinions here.
Yeah.
I personally am a fan. Let's hear you guys, Jack.
Also a fan, but
Not
this dude's
great.
just wrong.
It's just-
Why?
It's
Don't you like
slow.
What is wrong with
It's
you?
boring. I think the script is probably pretty great, but there's not enough going on screen
Yeah,
for me to be entertained by it.
No.
It's just like, it's just going and not that great, and it's not even that funny. I mean, I think okay.
Okay.
There's
The
no like
whole-
hard hitting jokes. But,
yeah.
but it's situationally, I think.
I
pretty
think the
funny.
hardest hitting joke that they were trying to build in the movie was the
Fire.
guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
Okay, no, he
That
was the best character. No,
Agreed.
he was
I-
the best
I-
part of
I
the
can
movie,
see it.
100%. But like when he's just like, I can set this whole building on fire.
Yeah.
Like it's great. That's a funny line, but
Yeah.
they say it like 3 times and then he does it, and it's like,
No, but
well, I knew he was gonna do it because he
Okay.
said it 3
You
times
didn't
in the
expect
movie.
it, though.
Well,
But
I
you
just-
did.
I didn't.
it would.
Dude,
You're like, in your head. I feel like
he's
you're
the-
funny if that would happen. But I don't
Yeah,
think
when
it
me and
does.
my friends were watching, we were like, all right, we're gonna expect this dude to like explode at some point because he just keeps
Yeah.
getting like, maybe bully's the wrong word, but just like mistreated.
He's pretty
Yeah.
bullshit.
So
Yeah.
mistreated,
Yeah.
because Gary Cole was just being like, what's happening?
Dude.
And all this
I think it
stuff.
pays off pretty
You
well because
eventually-
it's pretty slow pace and
Yeah.
it's like a softer, more subtle tone, and then all of a sudden he sets the freaking building on fire.
Yeah,
But
and
it doesn't. It's not like boom, the building's on fire. It's like the building's on fire, like they've been saying the entire movie.
I guess. All right. Well,
Like
listen,
Okay,
man,
well-
some people have opinions.
that is, yeah, and I'm expressing my.
And I feel like on one hand, because this did come out in '99, I feel like half the budget's like $10 million. I looked at it, half the budget's probably to Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
height. This is the
you're
height.
so right.
This
I
is
didn't
the
think
height
about
of
that.
Friends.
That's
good.
peak
This is a
generation.
really good
This is the
point.
height of Friends.
You're so
dude.
right. This
So I
was a
feel
pretty low
like
budget seeming movie.
Even though, right, it was only like 10 million or so, and they made about the same money in terms of the box office and stuff.
Mhm.
I really thought for what they did that it was a really interesting and like relatable movie because I feel like it lived
Totally.
out. Even though
You know-
I do agree that it was kind of like slow paced, but and usually that's something I don't like about a movie. But I actually thought it was better for this movie because I feel like a real office life is just slow anyway.
Yeah,
you know.
I was thinking about that. I
So I
think
feel like it
if
kinda
you're
fit.
actually an office worker and you're working in a cubicle, this would relate to you so much harder.
Yeah.
Except not.
But also,
And
and I'm
Have
totally
you worked in a
blanking-
cubicle, my friend?
no, my mother has, and she hates this movie.
Probably because it reminds her
no,
of her
no, no,
life.
no. It's not. It's not.
could
It's
be.
just not real. But you know what? Office Space walked so that the office could run.
100%.
Like,
100%.
like
well,
I think
I'm
it's a-
Office Jack, and you're wrong.
What's the name of the guy that's the lead? Ron Livingston? I think that's his name. He
Yeah, but
kills
forget
it.
his
I
name.
really
I forget his
love
actual character's
Yeah.
name, and I feel bad.
I think that's the point of the movie.
Is it Peter? Or is
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh.
You know?
Wow. That was
It
deep.
just doesn't matter.
That hit my heart. But no, and I feel like he lives out so many people's like fantasy of not even just showing up to work in friggin' flip flops, you know, like straight feet
Yeah.
thongs and jeans, like just going up, like throwing his feet up. just
Yeah.
totally messing up everything and how it's going.
Yeah.
And the boss didn't even know how to react because he can't fire the dude.
Exactly. Yeah, because
he's
the Bobs love
impressing-
him.
He's
The
impressing the
love
Bobs.
him.
Oh God, the Bobs.
I think that was
Bob.
great. The
My-
Bobs were great.
Who's your favorite characters in this movie? I love
Milton.
Lawrence the neighbor
Lawrence is funny,
and
too.
Jennifer Aniston's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was a nice addition.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I mean, I wouldn't have guessed like this is the height of Friends at first because Jennifer Aniston to me, not that she didn't like stand out, but she wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
the most
I get it, yeah.
intriguing character. I feel like she did what she had to do. But Milton,
She read the lines.
Well, not even that.
She had the script. She read the lines.
I feel like
What do you wanna
I
do?
feel like she just wasn't anything special in that movie, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, as expensive as she probably was. Milton,
Yeah.
obviously, was number one.
Milton. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because I feel like
I-
it felt for him even harder than Peter.
Mm.
I really hope his name was Peter, like, the main
We'll-
character.
We'll get that checked. We'll
I
get that checked.
really liked Lawrence the neighbor. I thought he was great.
Lawrence
Yeah,
great.
agreed.
But I just loved the guy with the glasses. I don't remember his name though.
Which one?
Milton.
The guy with it, Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
Milton's the best. Milton
You
is
mean the one
literally
that's
the
heading
best.
on fire?
Yeah, the one that's
Yeah,
heading on
Milton.
fire. But it's like he's so funny, and I think like as much as they were like ratting on him the whole time, like that was probably the funniest part. Like when we. Spoilers allowed. Spoilers allowed.
Dude, it's 99.
Okay, it's 99. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, you might not.
Yeah.
So
Click away if you're
When-
looking for Office Space spoilers.
when he we find out that he hasn't been like hired the entire time.
He hasn't been an official
Like-
employee for 5 years.
He just has been coming into work because they just forgot to give him or forgot to cancel his paychecks and stuff. It's so
Yeah.
good.
And they just leave him on. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like we fixed the glitch.
Which
he
I
doesn't get paid anymore.
We fixed the glitch.
Yeah.
All right, so this is also available on Max, HBO. What's it called? Max.
HBO
It's
Max.
just
They
Max.
just call it Max.
I think
but
it's just
HBO
Max.
Max
It's
double
available
X.
on Max. You can watch it there. Let's give her thumbs, guys.
Okay, cool. Ready?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
Put him behind your back, spaceman.
I'm gonna go with a boom.
Oh well, not 2. All right, I'll give it like 1 3/4. I really liked it.
All right, 1 3/4 is cool.
Okay.
That's where I expected you
You're
to be.
wrong, Space Eddie.
You know, honestly, talking about it now, I think like remembering it, recalling it, I do enjoy it more. I think in the moment I was just like, this sucks. Like, this is just not good.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
But-
What's
all right.
next?
Guys, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
We're here talking about killer clowns from outer space. I'm here with
Greg.
Greg.
Space Izzo.
Space Izzo.
Space Sophia.
Space Sophia.
Space Mike.
Space
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah. Space Mike.
Just regular Greg.
Just regular Greg.
All the space folk and then Greg.
Yeah, Earthling Greg.
Yeah.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, guys. I love this movie.
I
It was
love
so
this
good.
movie.
The perfect like intersection of like horror and comedy.
It's
It's
perfect.
so good. It knows exactly what it is.
It knows exactly
Yes.
what it is. It knows exactly when it's just so campy and
Yes.
terrible, but
Yeah.
it's so entertaining to watch. Like it's perfect. I love the soundtrack too. The opening song.
Yeah.
So good.
And I really love that they lean into the clown part. Everything is related to clowns.
Yeah.
Like they throw popcorn.
Yeah.
You know, like they have balloons that they carry people in.
Oh my
it's
god,
great.
the thing with
Candy.
the shadow hands, and then the shadow hands
Yeah,
end
that
up
was great.
being a crowd
Yeah.
of people, and like no one questions it afterwards. They're like, why did those people disappear? Like it's so stupid.
Can I get your guys' thoughts on Officer Mooney?
Loved his-
The older gentleman who's a police officer.
Loved his death.
Loved his death.
I thought it was
that was a
so
great scene.
cool.
One of the best kills in the movie.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's like puppeting him in the back and
Yeah.
like, making him talk. And it's
Big
such
alien murder guys. I love Officer Mooney. He made the whole
Whoa.
movie for me.
Made the movie for
Yes.
you.
He was
Really?
pretty
I think you need an antagonist like him, and he's just like, they're all pulling a prank on
Yeah,
me.
he was the perfect.
Yeah.
He was
The
the
feds
perfect-
they gotta leave.
He was the
Like,
perfect-
all these people just died.
Yeah.
Ah.
He's schizophrenic
Dude,
for
yeah.
sure.
Dude.
he's got issues,
Absolutely.
man.
Taking shots of Jack Daniels, smoking a cigar,
Yeah.
just being like, the phones are ringing around him. He's like, I've
Yeah.
got
It's
them.
like, it's
I've got them.
Yeah, I got him right where I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Dave, that's it. Screw you and your college flunkies. I've had enough of this from you and from everyone else. I know what you guys are trying to do. Break me down, drive me out of the force. Well, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a lame prank like this to get Curtis Mooney to throw in his badge, so f you. Over.
The Terenzi brothers, what are the chances they got a clown ice cream truck?
What are
That's
the
hilarious.
chances that they survived an explosion by staying in the freezer?
You're alive! Yeah, but I saw you guys get blown up in the ice cream truck.
Oh, that. Oh, we're in the freezer with the ice cream.
Yeah. Anybody want a dipsicle?
What are the chances that they hook up with 2 alien clowns?
And that's
Pretty
how
high.
they know about
Pretty high
JoJo.
chance.
I'd say 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, all the characters in this movie were so entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Every single clown was so fun. I love whenever the clowns are on. I love the main trio. We all agreed they were definitely dating. All three
Like,
of
yeah,
them
as a
were dating.
throuple. Yeah,
They were
definitely
a
throuple
throuple.
energy.
By the end of the movie, like you were saying when we were talking about it before, you said like,
Oh yeah, like I was watching the movie and I'm like, yo, the cop's trying to take his girlfriend right now. Like that's what's happening.
I know, he like rubs her on
Yeah.
his shoulder and gives her a kiss on the head.
Kiss on the head.
And
that's
meanwhile,
also-
Mike over there's like,
There's
He does
every
not
right
care,
to be
dude.
pissed. He's like,
I think it's for appearance.
There's
Yeah.
a point where she's kidnapped and they save her, and when she comes out, she just hugs the cop.
I know!
And her boyfriend just kind of like pats her on the back.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is. Of like Leia and Han
I think
going at it. and he's
all
like,
of them were dating. All of them.
Well,
By
that's
the end of the
thing.
movie.
Mike and the cop, they
Dave.
like
Dave.
they have
Officer
like this
Dave.
relationship that develops.
Yeah.
they become like bros.
Yeah,
Their
for
dynamic
sure.
through
Yeah.
the movie was just so entertaining to watch because
so
they like
good.
hated each other, but
Yeah.
then they were also like, "Come on, let's find these clowns." Blah blah blah.
I don't think any of the characters were really lacking. Debbie, I feel like they sidelined for a while when she goes to take a shower.
Took a shower for like
Yeah.
25
Yeah.
minutes.
They were in the
Yeah.
shower for so long,
Yes.
and then all the little clown
Yeah.
things appear,
Like,
and
bit
it's
her
so
shoulder.
stupid.
Uh-huh.
She never bled.
She was
They
chilling.
just
never
like,
bled.
and she was like,
That
ah.
felt like they were like poking fun at like Psycho or something. Like
Yeah.
she spends
Yeah.
so much time
You're
in the
right.
shower, and
Uh-huh.
the tension
Yeah.
builds for like 30 minutes.
And then
it's like,
nothing
happens.
happens.
And she gets out of the
Nothing
shower,
happens.
she dries off, and she's fine.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the bad thing
yeah.
happens. So they're totally playing with you, and this movie's really smart in that way. 'Cause
Right.
Speaking of the little like clown heads, and I have to say the practical effects in this movie really made
So
it.
good.
It was
I'm
so
glad they went
good.
all practical.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yes,
like
dude.
the cotton candy, like that was the very first thing that we saw that was really practical effects, and they peeled it away, and you had that like human face
Yeah.
covered in the
Yeah.
sludge. That was so.
And first of all,
cool.
you're like, whoa, that's really cotton candy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
You're like, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
I have to say, my personal favorite point in the movie was the pie scene where all the clowns come out of the clown car and the cop is watching them and he just goes, what are you gonna do with those pies, boys? First pie misses, completely misses,
Yeah.
thrown past his head, and then all of them hit
Yeah.
him, and then he starts melting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And
He's
then
just
later,
a skeleton.
He's just a skeleton. It's so funny.
then later one of the Terenzi brothers gives it a lick.
Yeah,
And his
He gives
tongue
the
doesn't
the
fall
toxic.
off.
fine.
Yeah,
He's so
he's like,
fine.
ooh, gross. So
Yeah.
I love this movie. What do you
I
guys
love
think?
this movie.
This is
Yeah,
By the way-
cinematic
Yeah.
masterpiece.
yes, you're so right.
Yeah.
This is weird. It's hard to watch. You have to find it either on YouTube or Amazon, free with ads. You can't buy it. You can't rent it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has to
out
be free
there.
with ads.
But it's so
It's
worth
absurd.
it.
It's worth it.
It's
very
so
worth it.
worth it.
Yeah.
Watch
So let's
it.
give our thumbs rating, guys. I guess we're doing behind the back now.
We're doing
That's
behind the
okay,
back?
I guess.
Why?
We've been doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it out at double
Yay!
thumbs
All thumbs up! Yeah!
I'm lifting up my feet too.
up. Double T.
Everyone loves Killer Clowns.
Killer
Better
Clowns.
Space.
All right. Let's move on to
Space
Killer-
Buddies?
Space Buddies.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay.
Moonflowers of the Killer.
Yeah!
Oh my god, that's how this connects to the space episode.
That's why that's why we picked it, man.
My bad.
Yeah. Space moon. They kill the flower moon.
Topic, trending segment.
Click for me.
What we think of this movie, I will not accept slander.
Me as well.
So I saw this movie.
We
with
all-
I saw this movie with a bunch of people.
Yes.
A bunch of movie
Movie
meltdown
meltdowns,
people.
Movie meltdown.
A
Look
lot
at this
of us went
photo. This
together.
was a watch.
We have
We're
a
gonna put the photo right
Jamie,
here,
pull up the
right
photo
over
right here.
James's face.
Okay,
And then
and
right over Doug's face.
Not over
and
Doug's
then
face because I'm the host.
Okay, and then over James's face again. We're gonna put the photos of me and James's
Right here.
girlfriend
In
together.
fact-
right here.
In fact, crop him out.
crop him out.
But
honestly.
over all of us, we're gonna put footage of Doug crying at the
Doug
the
did
last
cry
I guess
during
that's
the
gonna
movie.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that did
That's
happen.
pretty
It
fair.
was very emotional.
You know, the reason that happened is because this movie is like a punch in the
Because it
gut.
friggin' rocks and it's super
It
sad.
is.
Very, very sad.
It was a good
Yeah.
movie. I liked it.
Dude.
I personally wouldn't watch it again just because I don't do long movies.
This
Me
was
and-
my second time watching it, and
Me
I
as
will
well.
say on the second watch, it was a harder watch. It was a little slower.
In my opinion, I thought it was equally strong both times.
Very strong still.
It's a strong movie, yeah.
I think there's so much to digest that like I gained more from watching it again. Like the acting is just like you're like
The acting
you're
was
so
amazing, yeah.
enveloped in all the
Yeah.
performances, and even with like you have DiCaprio and De Niro, and then Lily Gladstone just like steals
Yeah,
the
somebody,
show.
Oh my
somebody's
God,
winning
yeah.
an Oscar here, and
It
my
could
money's on
be-
Lily Gladstone. She
I
was
really
by
hope so.
far my favorite
Dude, it
part
could
of the
be
movie.
everyone.
It could be everyone.
Honestly, I have to say, while I think the movie was too long, it wasn't too long in the way that it was like, oh my god, this is dragging so long.
Mhm.
Because it was like every single point in the movie, there was a reason for it to be as long as it was.
Yeah.
It was just like my attention span couldn't handle it. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like a.
I could tell.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a rough watch.
It was tough, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I
I was upset. I was very upset.
If I was the editor, I don't think I would have cut out a single extra scene.
Exactly.
It
The
felt like it
length
needed to be
was
that long.
necessary,
Yeah.
but it just I didn't like the length. Like it was necessary.
We
Yeah.
reviewed Oppenheimer, and I feel like you could cut an hour and a half out of Oppenheimer.
I disagree. Oppenheimer just goes.
But with
It
this,
never stops moving. It feels shorter, even though I don't know that it is.
it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
With this, the runtime to me just felt more justified. It felt like they're being more respectful of our time. Where like
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, they said the same things like 40 different times in the sequence.
Yeah.
But this isn't about Oppenheimer. This is about how good this movie is.
Great
It's a
movie.
great movie. Yeah.
The performances are really the number one standout for me.
I'd say the cinematography.
The cinematography,
Oh
of course,
my
God.
absolutely.
One of my favorite shots in the whole movie is when they're showing like the array of flowers.
Yeah.
It's like towards the beginning of the movie. I thought that was so.
And they're describing
pretty.
the flower moon. And then
They're
when
describing the flower moon.
when they
I thought
match
it was
that,
gorgeous.
when they match that in the last shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the last shot of the
fantastic,
movie. Oh my
dude.
god, it was
I
perfect.
mean, I know that the most visually stunning thing to me, and I think for like a lot of people, was just the fire sequence. We'll talk vaguely about it, but there's a scene where they're burning like crops, and there's just like it's like the silhouette of figures, and it's just like
Yeah,
I
and
feel like it's
because they
just so
play with it on
striking.
multiple
Yeah.
levels, like I don't know, planes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have things in the foreground, things in the mid.
Yeah.
Like so much
It's
was
just-
happening,
yes.
but it was you're fully consumed in the movie, and it was great.
I think parts of the plot are like, especially with the main character Ernest, he's a liar, like straight from the get-go.
He's a
liar.
He's
yeah.
a dummy too.
Not only does he lie to all the characters around him, the people he loves the most, the people he hates the most, he lies kind of to the audience too. Like
Yeah.
there's straight up some points in this scene where we don't know what to believe because like of what he's saying.
I think it was pretty obvious sometimes. Like certain points, it was just like he consistently kept lying and lying and lying. That it was
Yeah.
just even when it seemed believable, I was like, he's lying.
I think we get
like I don't believe.
we
him.
get a really good like we know who his personality is
Yeah.
at the end of the film, but at the beginning we're still sort of like trying to piece it together. Like, is he in on all this?
Oh
bad
yeah,
stuff?
in the beginning, it builds up to a point where you're like, what's going on? Who's actually doing
Yeah.
this? And that is so just masterful filmmaking. I love it.
There
It's
was
so
one
good.
line
I
that
couldn't
like
fix a single thing about this. It's
instantly made me
perfect.
realize I was like.
Quack.
Like the line where he's like,
Spoilers!
Spoilers!
He's like, I love money almost as much as I love my wife. And I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
yeah.
Such a good line.
I was like, yeah, he's definitely a bad guy. I was like, he's definitely.
That's
the
also the
villain of
scene
this.
in which they reveal it.
Yes, that is
I
true.
thought it was before that.
It's right around that time.
It's
That's
like
when- that's
around
when he's
that
talking about
time,
Blackie.
yeah.
I love everything about it. I love their relationship. I know it's based on a true story. I personally,
Which is nuts.
It's
It's
so nuts.
insane.
Crazy.
It's insane that everything is.
I've never wanted to read a book. Period. But I'm going to read this book.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, see it on the biggest screen you could possibly
Yeah,
see
go
it.
on, go see it.
definitely.
We all saw it in a normal theater. I saw it in IMAX.
Me
It
too.
was beautiful.
I saw it in normal.
No longer in theaters, but watch it on Apple TV. Go watch it right now. I love this film so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been Movie Meltdown Space
Edition.
Space episode.
Put Doug in the space house. Put Doug in the space house. Oh my gosh.
gotta go this way.
Alright, fine.
See you.